Welcome back. Will the BJP attempt to form a government in Delhi? That's the big question on a day when the Supreme Court came down heavily on the LG for taking so long to decide on the next steps, saying that president's rule can't be forever. The centre told the court today that the president had agreed to the LG's proposal to invite the BJP to try and form the government. The AAP and the Congress are accusing the BJP of running away from polls, while the BJP itself appears divided on what to do next.
The Supreme Court taking on Delhi's Lieutenant Governor Najib Jung and the centre, hearing a petition filed by the Aam Aadmi Party seeking dissolution of the Delhi Assembly. The court said, "Is it such a big thing that the LG would take so much time? In a democratic system, president's rule cannot go on forever." The centre told the court the president has asked the Lieutenant Governor to explore possibilities of government formation. For now, the decision has been deferred till the 30th. Both the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress want fresh polls, hinting at attempts of horse trading by the BJP, which does not have the 36 MLAs that it needs in a House of 70, even if it wins the 3 by-polls slated in early November.
I don't think the BJP has a majority, and if they prove it on the floor of the House, we all know what could have gone behind that.
Is there any concrete proof that, all these allegations that are coming up of horse trading?
No, there isn't. It's from our experience of the past. If it is really a change of heart by certain MLAs, why hasn't it happened in the past 8 months?
The Aam Aadmi Party even raised questions about the Lieutenant Governor.
साहिब जाहिर है ये बड़े दुख की बात है कि लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर महोदय उपराज्यपाल जी वो संविधान की रक्षा करने की बजाय, संविधान के हिसाब से चलने की बजाय एक पार्टी के इशारों के ऊपर काम कर रहे हैं। एलजी साहब ने आउट ऑफ द वे जाके लिखा कि बीजेपी को एक मौका दिया जाए।
At the centre of it, the BJP chose to stay quiet on the issue, still seeking more time.
We will give you appropriate answer at appropriate time.
जहां तक बीजेपी का सवाल है, हम चुनाव के लिए तैयार हैं।
So if the BJP does not have the numbers, has it all been a futile exercise? And if they do, why didn't they show these numbers earlier? As the BJP ponders over the answer, Delhi is still without a government. In New Delhi, Aanchal Vora, NDTV.
Well, let's just take a look at why it is such a complicated picture in Delhi, and that graphic pretty much tells you the entire story. You can see there that when you break up the party-wise positions today, this is why government formation in Delhi is a problem. The BJP is short of that majority mark. If it has to form a government, it would have to be by taking MLAs from other parties, and that is at the heart of this entire controversy. And therefore, I ask Shaina NC, who continues to stay with us tonight, that Shaina, isn't it in the best interests for everyone to just go in for a fresh election and a fresh mandate? At the end of the day, does the BJP really want to be seen to be indulging in any kind of horse trading or backroom negotiations? It's something that would really hurt the party.
Nidhi, the BJP has not indulged in any kind of horse trading from day one. Please understand that when the AAP government was formed with the outside support of the Congress, we didn't invite any kind of trouble. We were sitting in the opposition as a very progressive opposition because we realized that it was in the interest of Delhi. The AAP party conveniently chose to befriend and bed with its so-called enemy, but that was their own prerogative. The thing that let down the public of Delhi was clearly the way they ran away from the scene of being in a position of power to suddenly realize that they had aspirational hopes for Lok Sabha elections, which was the true deceit. If you actually see BJP's performance and BJP's credibility, I don't think there's anyone that would point a finger at BJP, because we did not, if we wanted to resort to horse trading, we would have done it at the very earliest. The fact that we sat in opposition and we gave the...
No, but why isn't the BJP then going for elections now? Why is the BJP not going in for elections now is the question.
But this is not for the BJP to decide. This is for the governor, the LG, to first decide, to come up with a solution from his end, for us to deliberate on that and then to take a reaction and response. And for the election commission then subsequently to decide what they feel is fair. It is not the BJP's prerogative. So please don't put the ball in our court. Let's understand that if we wanted to resort to horse trading and any kind of dubious activity, there was a lot of time when we could have done it.
So where would you get the numbers from? hypothetically,
AAP party
if you
runs
were
away
to try
from
and form the government,
responsibility,
China, what
shirks
you're
away
saying,
from all
what you're saying is that then the options are open. The options are open. So therefore, just tell me, where would you get the numbers from to form a government in Delhi?
This is not something that I would want to elaborate on. We clearly need to first see what the proposal from the LG is, and then it is for our parliamentary board and highest authorities in the party to sit down and deliberate and actually decide what is in the interest of the electorate of Delhi. And the sad part is, every time this question comes to us, it's very convenient because the people who were given the responsibility ran away from it, shunned from it, and now are questioning our integrity. So it's an absolute reverse role.
No, but we're also, Sanjay Hegde, senior Supreme Court advocate, are also here in the studio with us. We're in this bizarre situation which even the Supreme Court talked about. You can't have presidents rule forever, and yet you have this stalemate. You have hearing after hearing that keeps taking place. Now, do you believe, as the AAP says, that the LG has been, you know, a little off the mark in the way that he has acted on this?
Well, it's obvious because the Supreme Court has asked him why, what's taking so long. The governor or the lieutenant governor has a rather limited role. He has to decide whether a government can be formed which can run in accordance with the constitution. You have a situation here where no party has a majority in the assembly, but a minority government also. There is no particular evidence of stability. Even if one of the parties was invited, for instance, if I remember my constitutional history right, the president did invite Charan Singh to become prime minister, but he did not face parliament and resigned without ever winning a vote of confidence. Nevertheless, he did become prime minister. Here, to invite a party and say you form a government and then try and get the numbers on the way is sometimes an invitation these days, after the anti-defection law, to not only indulge in horse trading, but actually there have been certain innovative methods which have now come out. Such as Operation Lotus, which happened in Karnataka. You do not increase your strength, but you deplete the strength of your enemy. You get the legislator to resign.
So are you saying that legally the option is there to invite the single largest party?
Let's put it this way. Legally,
but morally, it's a different issue.
Yeah, no. Legally, any party which forms a government and which is not defeated on the House in the legislature is legal. A minority government has also run in this country, but here is a situation where it does not appear that there can be a stable minority government also. All said and done, this was a case where, let's put it this way, if I was the governor, I would have long ago sent a report to the centre saying that it is not possible. It's not possible to have a government with the composition as it now stands.
So, Ashish, the BJP's accusation though is that you guys ran away from your responsibility. Then don't lecture us.
That's the broken record, and we have been listening to this record for the last 8 months. For God's sake, I think today, when they have been really battered and bruised by the Supreme Court on both fronts, on the front of black money and on the formation of Supreme Court, I think today they should be little more courteous and little more honest, because Supreme Court really caught them on their political double. See, I didn't interrupt. Please.
I'm in this garb of honesty.
I didn't interrupt you, ma'am.
Let him finish, Let him finish.
So this kind of political double speak and political dishonesty has been exposed today by the Supreme Court itself. See what is happening now. In December 2013, Harshvardhan writes to LG and says that we are not in a position to form government. I can show you the letter. It is easily available in public domain. In February 2014, Venkaiah Naidu stands up in parliament and says that we cannot form government, there should be elections. Now, when they come into power at center, suddenly they take a very ambivalent stand and they start dithering. They neither say they want to form government, nor do they call for an election. Now they wait for the outcome of the Haryana and Maharashtra elections. Then they wait for the announcement of the elections in Jharkhand and Jammu and Kashmir. Then they wait for the announcement of the by-elections. You know what is happening today, Nidhi?
You
The
think they're
hopes
testing
and
the waters?
aspirations of the people of Delhi are being held hostage to BJP's machinations, because Delhi is going the UP way. There is lawlessness on the streets of Delhi. People of Delhi are grappling with inflation, with corruption.
No, so are you saying the BJP is testing the waters with each?
Of course,
Yeah.
BJP is testing the waters, and these 100 different ways that they are trying to form government. I just want to ask, are they moral and honest? Can today a government in Delhi be formed through moral and honest ways? The answer is no. The only way a government can come...
most vulnerable to being poached then is Harun Yusuf's party. And Mr. Yusuf, are you confident that if the BJP tried to form a government in Delhi tomorrow, that all your people are going to stick together?
We are all together. We had been saying this always, and we had been demanding election. And as far as BJP is concerned, it is in total confusion. They do not know how the people of Delhi will react to them, because the kind of promises they have made. And if you remember, I want to remind Shaina ji that Harshvardhan ji, when they did not have the number, he refused to accept Lieutenant Governor's offer, because the largest single party is always invited. When he refused by saying that we do not have the numbers, then the Aam Aadmi Party came with some charter of demand which we supported. We thought it will be good for the people of Delhi, at least there should be an elected government. But we were not knowing that they will run away like this on the issue of Jan Lokpal and corruption, which they are not talking at all about Jan Lokpal for the last 8 months.
That's a separate issue.
As far as BJP is concerned, as far as BJP is concerned, they know it that the victory in Maharashtra and Haryana, it was the anti-incumbency against the Congress, and they are showing as if they have done some extraordinary miracle. And Congress has always faced elections. We have lost and we have won a lot of elections. So now the situation in Delhi is that if they are saying, now Mr. Venkaiah Naidu has said that we are going for the election. On the other hand, one of their senior leaders is saying that we will try to form the government, we will see what is the alternative.
Yeah, there are
when
contradictory
Congress and
statements.
Aam Aadmi Party both.
There are but I want to ask
Both are
Neeja about
saying-
that then. What is going on here? I mean, is the BJP genuinely divided on what to do next? Do they want to test the waters with these by-polls and then, decide what to do? What are you hearing?
Look, I think the BJP has been divided. There's confusion in BJP because now 9 months have gone by and the situation doesn't, hasn't changed at all. Even if you think of a minority government, you don't have an NCP as in Maharashtra to say that we will, abstain or do something like that. So nothing is given way. And now to get strong words from the Supreme Court of India to say get on with it. So, they may not be sure. They are worried that though the middle class has left Aam Aadmi Party, the Bastis and the minorities may still remain with them. So there's a hesitation.
So what's the turning point going to be?
So
by-elections?
Precisely, by-election, 3 by-elections, the BJP is likely to win because their people had won last time with very convincing majority. So it's not as if now that the AAP is going to make be able to get those seats as things stand. So the cleanest option here, is to go for election. And I don't understand why the BJP is so hesitant and diffident.